Hey guys, today we're going to be reading Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, chapter 37. If you haven't seen chapter 36 yet, I'll link it in the description down below. Let's get started. Chapter 37. The next morning, Da'afu shook Minli awake. "Wake up, sleepy," Dafu said, pulling her up. "Come on, we want to show you something." "Yes," Afu said, "hurry." Minli followed them out of the house and through the streets. It was almost as if there were a parade, for all the family were coming out of their houses and following. Minli hadn't realized that Afu's family was so large. There were aunts, uncles, cousins. The home behind the red gate doors was really a village of relatives. As Minli ran around through the open doors, she stopped and grinned, because there, waiting out of the stone ground, was Dragon. He was strong and smiling, sitting straight and alert. There was no daze in his eyes and found no blackness on his body. In fact, except for the 4 pale raised scars on his arm, he looked exactly as he did before they met the green tiger. "You're okay," Minli said as she hugged him. "Of course," Dragon said to her, grinning with happiness. "I told you that dragons heal quickly." "Yes, they do," Akong said from beside her. After the poison left him, his wounds healed almost immediately. Minli was so happy to see the dragon that she didn't notice that most of Da and Afu's family were surrounding them in awe. "A dragon?" she heard one small boy whisper. "A real one?" "We told you so," Da Afu murmured to their cousin. "See? Unfortunately, friend dragon," Akong said loudly so that all could hear. "You are too large for us to show you proper hospitality inside our home." "That's okay. We should leave soon anyways," Minli said, and returned to Da'afu. If you will still show us the way to the never-ending mountain?" "Of course," they grinned, and Amma said, "Yes, you should leave as soon as you can. The sooner you leave, the sooner you can return to your parents. That would be for the best." Akong nodded when he heard Amma's words. "Breakfast, then," he said, "and then we will see our new friends off." So even though the rocky land was cold and windy, the family brought their breakfast of warm rice porridge out to eat. No one wanted to miss a moment of looking at a real dragon. Amma led a large iron pot rolled in a rough wood platform by 2 of Da'afu's uncles in front of the dragon. The pot was steaming and full, and Minli recognized it as medicine tea. An aunt carried cups of tea on 2 trays, balanced on her shoulders with a stick for anyone to take. Minli carefully reached for a cup. The fragrant aroma was too tempting to let pass. "We should not call this drink medicine," an uncle said. "It is too delicious. And now there is no more green tiger. There is nothing for it to cure. Maybe we should call it, tea." Afu laughed again. "Since a green tiger is now in the well—" "No," Akong said. "We want to remember our friends, not our enemies." "Then we should call it Dragon Well Tea," Dafu said, "because it made a dragon well." The family all cheered at that, and there was a look of softness in Dragon's eyes that Minli had never seen before. He was unused to kindness, she realized. He had spent most of his years alone and trapped by his flightless body. Too soon, breakfast was over, and Minli was packing her possessions to the yellow silk bag the king had given her, while Amma tied supplies onto the backs of Afu and Dafu, just in case, she said, slipping in their simple food of rice, wrapped up in leaves and salted boiled eggs. "Bring Minli to the never-ending mountain, and then come home." Akong put his hands on Minli's shoulders and said, "You're a brave girl, Minli, quick and clever, but you have been away from home too long. Go as quickly as you can." Amma wrapped her arms around Minli, then brought out a warm jacket. "For you," she said. "We made it while you were sleeping. Your dress is too thin for the mountain." The jacket was multicolored, made of large patches sewn together, some dark blue, some deep purple, a few bright red. Minli smiled thankfully. Already the cold wind was chilling her, but was hesitant to ask these people for anything since they had already given her so much. As we put it on, she marveled at its warmth. The fabric looked like plain cotton, but she felt as warm as if she had put on thick fur. "Let's go then," Da'afu said, and the boy swung up his arms in excitement. It was only then that Minli noticed a large gash missing from her sleeve. She looked at the sleeve of her new coat with the bright red patch that made it, and she gasped. "Goodbye," Da'afu's family waved. As they waved, Minli saw each of them had missing material in their sleeves. Her goodbyes froze in her throat and realized her warm coat was made of pieces cut from the family's own clothing. "Come on," Afu said, while her white hand slipping from her notches sleeve to pull at Minli. "Hurry up." "Yes," Dragon said. We should go so the twins can return to the village as soon as possible." Minli nodded, and as she waved gratefully goodbye to the village, a sea of ruined sleeves fluttered back at her. Alrighty, that was the end of chapter 37. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give this video a like and subscribe down below, and stay tuned for chapter 38. Bye!